What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success, and in this video here, what I want to talk to you about is what to do in your first 3 months after launching your clothing brand. I want to talk to you about what I do if I could go back in time and if I had a fresh start at those first 3 months after launching to really set up the brand in the right way and really give it the best chances at gaining momentum and getting success. Here it is. This video here is sponsored by my buds over at Brandcrowd, and if you need designs made for your clothing brand, I recommend that you check out Brandcrowd. Brandcrowd is a tool called the Logo Maker tool, which is where they have a huge library of professionally designed logos that are fully customizable. So you can add your own fonts to them, you can add your own layout, all of that's free to try. If you decide that you like the logo that you've made, then you can decide to purchase it, remove it from the marketplace entirely so that it's yours. If you're interested, follow the link in the description because it'll give you a massive discount. In the first 3 months after launching your brand, it's really important not to have crazy high expectations or standards in terms of the amount of sales that you're making. And that's just because it takes time to grow up your audience and to grow up your customers. And you really need to do it on a customer by customer basis until you get to the point where things start snowballing and you start gaining momentum. But that can take a lot of time. Okay, so in the first 3 months, what I recommend that you focus your time on, and I think that this will pay off like crazy in the future, is if you focus on the foundational things, okay? And I have 4 main things that if you focus on these things in your first 3 months, first 6 months, even first year of running your brand, it will really set you up to gain momentum and to start killing it, later on once you build up those first customers. And really, all these things that I'm sharing with you to do in your first 3 months is really to help you get your first customers, okay? So the 4 things that I want you to focus on in your first 3 months of operating your clothing brand are: number 1, taking sick pics of your clothing for Instagram, okay? And that's because at this point, when you first start up, you don't have any user-generated content yet. You don't have any customers tagging you in pictures that are helping you, with your content. So you need to get out there, and at the beginning, you're gonna have to create all of the content for your brand. And you wanna do that in a way where you're creating sick content that people actually like and think, all right, this is a sick brand and it's not just cheesy content. The second thing that I want you to focus on is your brand concept. And this means actually making your slogan sound very sexy and actually appeal to your audience, where they actually, resonate with the brand concept. Because at the beginning, I'm sure your brand concept is a little bit fluffy and it's not very honed in. And so in those first 3 months, the first 6 months to a year, you really want to be focusing on really honing in on that brand concept and understanding exactly who your brand is, okay? The third thing that I want you to focus on is making sure that your website is absolutely dialed, okay? This means going through your website, every little aspect of your website, and making sure that, you're working on the design and making sure that it gets to the point where it's truly professional and will actually help you convert your website visitors into sales. Because there's nothing worse than driving a lot of traffic to your website and not being able to convert any of them because for whatever reason your website design sucks. And I do whatever it takes in those first 3 months to 6 months to design a really, really nice website that actually will convert the traffic that you're sending there. The fourth and final thing that I think that you should be doing in the first 3 months after launching your brand is hustling Instagram. And this one is so important because when you're actually getting out there and you're engaging with your target audience on Instagram from your clothing brand's Instagram account, this is really how you're gonna go about gaining your first customers, is by actually interacting with them in a one-on-one setting, basically in DMs, and liking and commenting on their pictures and actually building relationships rather than just putting ads out on Facebook and Instagram. I really think that that's a really tough way to get your first group of customers. So if through this hustling you're not actually able to generate any customers and get any sales on your website, then that is a very clear sign that there is obviously something going on in terms of your brand concept. Maybe it's the designs on your clothing, maybe it's your website, and there's probably some other factor that's contributing to why your target audience, the people that you think should be buying your clothing, aren't willing to buy, okay? Because when we first started, I remember we were grinding on Instagram, and for a while we really weren't getting any sales. So what happened was we went back to the drawing board, we tweaked our brand concept a bit, we really honed in our message more, we understood our slogan better, and then when we got out there and we started hustling on Instagram again and engaging with accounts, literally as simple as liking and commenting on people's posts that are within your target audience, if you do that enough, you should get at least a few customers coming in that are actually willing to buy your product, okay? And that's what I suggest that you do in your first 3 months, and through doing that, you'll hopefully be able to build your first base of customers, which will contribute to, actually finally getting user-generated content for your clothing brand. that you can now post and share on your Instagram account, and this is really how you build up momentum, okay? But that's what I suggest that you do in your first 3 months. I think that that is a really foolproof method to actually gaining that momentum that you need. I hope you got a lot out of this video here, and let me know what you think in the comments below, and drop your brand down there. I like to check out the brands that are watching these videos, and if you haven't already, check out my free clothing brand marketing masterclass video, okay? It's 100% free to watch. All you have to do to get access is go to www.apparelsuccess.com/masterclass. You can watch the whole thing for free, and if you've made it to this point in the video, I want to let you know about the closed Facebook group that we have going on for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description below. Follow that link, join us in the group. We're a bunch of clothing brand owners all in there to support each other and answer each other's questions. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace. Lay back, get relaxed, and just lock in and soak up all this information. When new visitors come to your account, the first thing that they're gonna do is read your bio to find out exactly who you are and what you do. Say you reach 20,000 followers on Instagram and you get some celebrities and influencers, then you'll reach a certain point where you can finally leverage that. Like some of these celebrities, it's just like, sure bro, I'm down. Send me whatever you want, thanks a lot. Like you can just tell that, you know, they don't really wanna be formal about stuff like this. And I'm going to show you in the next upcoming modules the very strategic and systematic way that you can go about doing it. I'm really excited to show you. I'm gonna show you right now exactly what to do to implement this system for yourself, and let's crack into it right now. What I'm doing here is I'm guiding you into the light. I'm gonna show you exactly how to grow up your account from the very beginning. If you don't have anything to leverage, it just constantly keeps growing, because as long as you're putting in the work, as long as the strategy's there, you will get results over time. You will get there. If you put all this in place that I'm about to share with you, you will get there. I'm really excited for you to do this.